Listen. Just listen. Something shifted in the cosmic fabric 3 nights ago, and I haven't been the same since. Welcome back to Angel Messages. Though if I am being brutally honest, this feels less like a welcome and more like an emergency spiritual broadcast that couldn't wait another moment. The divine realm doesn't usually scream, but right now it is practically shaking the foundations of reality, trying to get your attention. I need you to understand something before we go any deeper. You finding this message right now, at this exact second, while your heart is in whatever state it is in. That is not algorithm. That is not coincidence. That is divine intervention. So blatant, it is almost embarrassing. The angels told me to wait, to package this prettily, to ease you in gently. But I cannot, because what is coming for you is already in motion. And prettiness be damned, you need to know. Right now, before you even think about clicking away, I need you to do something that might feel uncomfortable. Type these words in the comments: I surrender to divine timing. Just those 5 words. Because here is the thing. Your resistance, your doubt, your yeah. But what if energy? It is the only thing standing between you and what is already yours. Type it. I surrender to divine timing. And while you are at it, hit that like button, not for me, but as a cosmic yes to what is unfolding. Subscribe and ring that bell, because the downloads coming through are getting more intense by the day. And trust me, you will want to be here for what is next. Here is what heaven showed me, and I am going to tell you exactly how it came through, because you deserve the unfiltered truth. I was in deep meditation. The kind where you lose all sense of body and time, when suddenly it felt like lightning struck my third eye. Not painful, but electric, urgent, undeniable. The message wasn't gentle. It was absolute. Your person. And yes, you have a person. Stop doubting that. Has been experiencing what can only be described as a spiritual awakening on steroids. They don't understand it yet. They are probably thinking they are losing their mind because suddenly nothing in their life makes sense except this pull. This inexplicable knowing that something massive is missing. That something is you. The angels showed me someone who has been through absolute hell and came out the other side not harder, but softer. Not bitter, but wise. This isn't someone who escaped their wounds. This is someone who dove into them, wrestled with every demon, and emerged with a kind of compassion that can only be forged in the depths of personal transformation. They are what I call a wounded healer, but not in the broken way that phrase usually implies. They are healed in the Japanese art of kintsugi way, where the breaks are filled with gold, where the scars become the most beautiful parts. Right now, today, as you are hearing this, they are going through a massive life restructuring. Old relationships ending, career paths shifting, geographic pulls they cannot explain. It is all preparation. The universe is literally rearranging their entire existence to create the opening for you to enter. And the timeline, forget everything you think you know about divine timing being slow. The angels are showing me movement within the next 7 to 14 days. Yes, days. Not months, not years, not someday when you are ready. Days, because here is what most spiritual teachers will not tell you. Sometimes heaven gets impatient too. The synchronicities that are about to assault your reality will be almost comedic in their obviousness, starting tomorrow morning. And I am being specific here because the angels are being specific. You are going to see 717 everywhere. On clocks, receipts, license plates, phone numbers, everywhere. But it will not stop there. You are going to start experiencing what I call divine harassment. Songs playing with their name, conversations, where someone randomly mentions the exact thing you were just thinking about them. Dreams so vivid you will wake up tasting their energy. The universe is about to get loud, beloved. Really loud. But here is the part that gave me chills. You are also going to hear their name. Not might hear. Will hear. Within the next 3 days, someone is going to mention their name in a context that makes you stop in your tracks. It might be a casual conversation where someone says, "Oh, my friend Sarah," or "this guy Michael," and your entire body will react like a tuning fork that just found its matching frequency. Your body knows their name even if your mind doesn't yet. Then there is the crow situation. Yes, crows. The angels showed me crows acting as divine messengers for this connection. You are going to notice crows in unusual numbers or unusual behaviors. Maybe one will land near you and just stare. Maybe you will see 3 in a row on a wire. Maybe you will hear them at weird times. Don't dismiss this as me being dramatic. Crows have been spiritual messengers across every culture for millennia, and for your connection, they are being activated as confirmations. When you see the crows, know that your person is thinking of you at that exact moment. I know how insane that sounds. I also know it is true. This person, let me tell you who they really are beneath whatever surface presentation they will have when you meet. They are approximately 5 to 8 years different from your age, and before you start deciding if that means older or younger, stop. The angels are intentionally keeping that detail fuzzy, because your human mind would start creating barriers where none exist. What matters isn't the number of years they have been on Earth, but the number of lifetimes their soul has been preparing for you. They have a quality about them that I can only describe as quiet intensity. Not loud, not trying to be seen, but when they walk into a room, sensitive people notice. They carry a gravity, a depth that comes from having survived things that should have destroyed them. Professionally, they work with their hands in some capacity. This could be anything from art to healing to building to writing. Their work is how they channel their intensity into something constructive. But here is what is beautiful. They are in transition. Whatever they are doing now, they know it is not their final form. They are being prepared for something bigger, something that requires a partner, that is you. Physically, the angels keep showing me someone with eyes that don't match their face, like old soul eyes in a younger face, or young playful eyes in a more mature face. There is a contradiction there that makes them fascinating. They dress simply but intentionally. They are not trying to impress anyone, but they have a specific aesthetic that reflects their inner world. You will know them by their hands. I keep seeing hands that tell stories. Maybe scars, maybe calluses, maybe just the way they move them when they talk. Their hands will be the first thing that makes you feel safe. The meeting itself is going to happen in what I call a mundane miracle setting. The angels are showing me 2 possible scenarios playing out within your 7 to 14 Dalton's Y window. The first involves movement and routine disruption. You are going to be forced out of your normal pattern. Maybe your regular coffee shop is closed. Maybe you take a different route somewhere. Maybe you spontaneously decide to try something new. In that disruption, in that break from routine, you will encounter them. It might be as simple as reaching for the same item in a store, or as random as both being caught in the same unexpected situation. A sudden rainstorm without umbrellas, a traffic situation that forces pedestrians to interact. A mixed-up order that puts you both in the same waiting area. The second scenario involves you being in helper mode. You will be doing something generous, helping someone carry something, offering directions, sharing a table when it is crowded, giving up your spot in line. Your act of small kindness will create the opening. They will either be the recipient of your help or witness it and be drawn to approach you. Either way, the meeting will feel accidentally, on purpose, like the universe conspired to make it seem coincidental while being anything but. The conversation will start with laughter or a shared observation about something absurd. Humor will break the ice because both of you use it as a shield, and recognizing that in each other will create instant understanding. You will know it is them not by fireworks but by the strange calm that descends your nervous system, which has been in hypervigilance mode for longer than you realize, will suddenly downshift. It will feel like taking the first deep breath you have taken in years. The conversation will not feel like small talk, even if you are talking about small things. There will be weight to it, meaning beneath the meaning. They will do this thing and watch for this because it is specific, where they will pause mid-sentence and really look at you, like they are trying to figure out why you feel familiar. You will catch them studying your face when they think you are not looking. They will ask questions that are slightly too personal for a first meeting, but will not feel invasive coming from them. Things like, "Have you always lived here?" But what they are really asking is, "Where have you been all my life?" They will remember details you mention in passing and bring them up later in the conversation. When it is time to part, neither of you will want to. There will be this awkward dance of, "Well, I should probably," followed by neither of you actually leaving. When you finally do exchange information, they will do it old school. Might write their number down instead of just typing it in your phone. Or they will make a specific plan right then instead of vague, "We should hang out sometime" nonsense. They are intentional like that. The development of this connection is going to move at a pace that challenges everything you have been taught about, taking it slow. Within your first 3 meetings, you are going to have conversations that go places most people don't go in 3 years. Not because either of you is pushing, but because pretense feels impossible between you. They are going to tell you about their darkness, not to trauma dump, but because they have learned that real connection requires real honesty. You will find yourself sharing things you have never told anyone, not because you plan to, but because their presence makes truth telling feel like the only option. By week 2, it is going to feel like you have known each other forever while simultaneously feeling brand new. You will have inside jokes. You will have a song, even if neither of you admits it is your song. You will start unconsciously mirroring each other's speech patterns. The physical chemistry will be there, but it will not be the driving force. Instead, it will be this undercurrent that makes every interaction electric but not desperate. They will respect your boundaries to an almost frustrating degree. You might even find yourself wishing they would be a little less respectful, a little more presumptuous. But they will not be, because they are playing for keeps and they know it. There will be one moment, probably around the 2 to 3 week mark, where something shifts. Maybe it will be during a really ordinary moment. You will be doing something mundane together, grocery shopping, walking somewhere, sitting in traffic, and you will both feel it. This crystalline moment of, "Oh, it is you. You are the one." After that moment, any pretense of casual dating goes out the window. You will both know you are in something significant, and you will start making decisions accordingly. While this divine orchestration is underway, you have work to do. Not the fix-yourself kind of work. You are not broken, but there is preparation required, and it is specific. First, clear your energetic field. You are carrying other people's energy in your space, past lovers, family expectations, societal programming about what love should look like. None of that belongs in this new chapter. Take literal salt baths, burn through old photos and letters, not with anger, but with gratitude for the lessons. Clean your living space like you are preparing for a sacred guest, because you are. Your environment needs to match the frequency of what is coming. Second, start telling the truth in small ways. Practice with cashiers, with friends, with yourself in the mirror. Your person is going to see through any masks you are wearing. So start taking them off now. The more comfortable you get with your own authenticity, the easier this transition will be. Third, do something that scares you before you meet them. Take a class you have been putting off. Have that difficult conversation. Make that change you have been avoiding. Courage is a muscle, and you will need it strong for what is coming. This isn't a small love you are calling in. This is a life rewriting, soul shaking. Nothing will ever be the same love. That requires courage. Fourth, pay attention to your dreams starting tonight. Keep a journal by your bed. You are going to start receiving downloads in your sleep, images, feelings, sometimes actual conversations with their higher self. Write it all down, even if it seems nonsensical. Patterns will emerge. Finally, practice receiving. You have been in survival mode so long, you have forgotten how to let good things happen to you. Start small. Accept compliments without deflecting. Let people help you without immediately reciprocating. Receive without calculating what you owe in return. Your person is going to want to give to you, and you need to be able to receive it. I need to address the screaming voice in your head right now. The one saying this is too good to be true, that you have been disappointed before, that you are too damaged or too old or too something for this kind of love. That voice isn't yours. It is an amalgamation of everyone who ever made you feel like you were too much or not enough. It is the voice of past lovers who couldn't see your worth, of family members who projected their limitations onto you, of a society that profits from your belief in your own inadequacy. That voice is lying. Your person doesn't need you to be perfect. They need you to be real. They don't need you to be healed. They need you to be healed. They need you to be healing. They don't need you to have it all figured out. They need you to be brave enough to figure it out together. Your past isn't a liability, it is preparation. Every relationship that didn't work out was teaching you what real love isn't so you would recognize what it is. Every heartbreak was breaking you open, not breaking you down. You are not behind schedule. You are perfectly timed. Your person couldn't have handled you before now, and you couldn't have handled them. You both needed to become who you are today for this to work. Trust that. Trust the divine timing that felt like divine delay, but was actually divine preparation. The angels want me to give you one final sign to confirm everything I have shared. Within 24 hours of hearing this message, you are going to smell something that transports you. A perfume, a cologne, a cooking smell. Something that triggers a memory you cannot quite place but feels like home. When that happens, stop what you are doing and say thank you. That is your person's energy reaching across time and space to find you. That is the universe confirming that yes, this is real, and yes, it is happening now. Also, pay attention to children and animals over the next few days. They are going to react to you differently. Children might stare or smile at you for no reason. Animals might approach you unusually. You are emanating a different frequency now. The frequency of someone about to be reunited with their soul's match. The innocent can see it even if adults cannot. As I bring this message to a close, I need you to feel the earthquake of truth in what I am about to say. This isn't another someday your prince will come fairy tale. This is prophecy. This is quantum physics meeting divine intervention. This is your soul's GPS recalculating because your destination is closer than you think. Your person is alive, breathing, thinking about you right this second without knowing why. They are feeling the same restlessness you are. They are having the same dreams. They are being prepared by the same cosmic forces. The reunion that is about to happen isn't just about two people finding love. It is about two fractal parts of the same consciousness, remembering they were never actually separate. It is about a love so profound it heals not just your hearts, but your entire ancestral lines. This love is going to change how you see everything. Yourself, God, the nature of reality itself. You are not ready for it. You will never be ready for it. And that is exactly why it is perfect. Before you go, I need 3 things from you. First, go back and comment. I surrender to divine timing if you haven't already. Second, comment 717 when you start seeing the signs. I want to track how quickly this manifests for our community. Third, share this message with someone who needs to hear it, but only if you feel divinely guided to do so. This message isn't for everyone. It is for a specific group of souls who are about to experience a specific type of divine intervention. If you are one of them, you know it in your bones right now. Subscribe to Angel Messages if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. The messages coming through are becoming more potent and more specific. We are not playing in the shallow end of spirituality anymore. We are diving deep into the mechanics of how heaven actually works. And trust me, you want to be here for what is coming next. Your angels are celebrating right now. They have been waiting so long to deliver this message. Your wait is over. Your person is coming. Actually, let me correct that. Your person isn't coming. They are already here. You just haven't bumped into them yet, but you will. Oh, beloved, you will. The angels have spoken. The cosmic wheels are turning, and your love story starts now. Not when you are ready. Now, breathe that in. Let it rearrange your molecules and get ready for a week that is about to change absolutely everything.